October 2015, CIA Headquarters, Virginia. John Brennan gets a call from an unknown number. The caller appears to be a child who tells John that he has hacked all the systems of CIA. This call would have been considered a prank call if it was made to a common man, but John Brennan was the director of the world's most powerful intelligence agency, CIA, at that time. Let alone calling him, even knowing his personal mobile number, is a big deal. This is the story of those two children who hacked all the systems of CIA and made a superpower like America dance to the tune of triple digits. Who were those children, and why and how did they accomplish this feat? When the caller is asked about his demands, he says that America should stop attacks in the Middle East, especially Palestine, and let the world live in peace. Even before his phone call, CIA come to know that their system has been hacked. You will get an idea of the damage this hacking was causing to America, including CIA, later in the video. As soon as the call was disconnected, the entire American government and CIA swung into action. And because a child had hacked such a big intelligence agency, it was a matter of great shame for CIA. Let us tell you here that the agents of CIA accept defeat only if their identity is disclosed. Even inside the CIA headquarters in Langley, Virginia, there's a branch of Starbucks. The cups in which they serve coffee to the officers do not have any logo on them, and neither do they have the name of any agent written on them. The reason for this is that those cups cannot be traced and the agents cannot be reached. Now you can get an idea that for the CIA, which takes so much precaution in small things, how big a deal is it for their system to be hacked? When the investigation started, it was found that this call was made by a 15-year-old boy from Leicestershire, England, miles away from America. This boy called himself Cracker and had formed a hacking community named Crackers with Attitude. But to know how and why he hacked the CIA, we will have to go a little further back to 2008, from where the story begins. In 2008, there was another boy in the U.S. state of Virginia who was known as Default, and he was very fond of video games. He started making some changes by entering the programming of the games to win in video games. He used to change online games like Counter-Strike according to his own convenience, and by changing its rules, he used to win the game very easily. That is, he used to make cheats. He started running things according to his convenience, and he had learned all this from the internet. The boy named Default got this cheat. Everyone got inspiration from a hacking group named Anonymous, which had become very famous in 2008. The Anonymous group often made headlines in the news at that time. This group used to hack big websites to raise its voice and write messages of their choice on them. Seeing all this, Default was very impressed with Anonymous, and then he also started stepping into the world of hacking. Default slowly started hacking small websites, but he wanted to do something big, for which he also needed a hacking group. So Default joined a hacking group named AnonSec. The group had hacked many websites earlier also, but this hacking was mostly done for political purposes. AnonSec group used to use botnet, i.e., they used to create viruses and spread them on the internet, and whichever computer the virus went to, it came under AnonSec's control. All the computers which had the virus were called botnet, whereas this entire network of computers is called botnet, because being a member of AnonSec, Default also had access to this botnet, and he saw that in this botnet there was a computer which belonged to a medical college in Canada. Default worked a little on that computer and got access to the financial records of that medical college. He saw that the school had to recover more than $9 million from the students, and all these records had now come to Default, which he deleted from the college's computer. Default's first hacking was successful. Because of this, the entire system of the medical college got confused. This first hacking was done as a prank, but the next hacking was done in anger. In 2014, the government of Denmark passed a shameful law according to which animals can be sexually abused. This news was very bad for animal rights activists all over the world. Default himself had a dog which he loved very much. So Default got angry and, along with his group, hacked the official website of Denmark and wrote in big letters on it, "That do you know that your government allows cruelty to animals?" Not only this, but Default also attacked all the websites made in favor of this law using Banned and shut them down. Due to the hacking of Denmark's official website, this news spread and people all over the world started criticizing Denmark's move. People started abusing Denmark. Finally, the Danish government could not bear this pressure, and the next year they had to take back this decision. Default had succeeded in his objective for the first time, but people started giving the credit to the anonymous group because at that time this hacking group used to make headlines. Default did not like the fact that he did such a big feat, but someone else was taking the credit for it. But he did not lose courage and continued his work. Like other hackers, Default also did not disclose his identity. He knew that if he ever got traced due to hacking, the result could be very terrible. He did not normally use the Wi-Fi of his house, but he had bought a satellite connection, which he had installed far away from his house, and from there to his house, he used the internet through a private network. His computer was also very secure, so much so that due to the security, it took 30 minutes for the computer to turn on, but for the sake of his privacy, he had no problem waiting for that long. Well, till now you have known about only two characters of this story. One is Kraka, who is from England, and the other is Default, who lived in US. They did not know each other before 2013, but an incident happened due to which both of them became one. Edward Joseph Snowden was working as a computer intelligence consultant in the National Security Agency. While working on an American government project, he came to know that the CIA keeps the data and private information of every internet user confidentially, and then uses it for its own benefit while the user is not aware of this. Edward wanted to uncover the secret of the CIA, but on the other hand, he was also afraid that this work cannot be done while living in America. Either he will be killed or he will be punished for leaking the secret information. He was afraid that he would be sent to jail for this crime. So Edward took leave and went to Hong Kong, where he revealed this secret of America to the world in front of a journalist. Kraka posted a lot of information about John on the internet. A public phone number was revealed. He saw that the number belonged to Verizon, which is an American mobile operator. He called Verizon's internal tech team, pretending to be an employee of the same company, and said that he was contacting them to solve a customer's problem because there was a technical issue in his system. Verizon's team asked for his PIN code to confirm his identity, which he had already found out by hacking. After verification, Verizon shared John Brennan's personal details with Kraka. Now Kraka had John Brennan's account number, backup mobile number, address, and the last 4 digits of his bank card. Now the next step was to hack Brennan's email. He found out that Kraka already had the last 4 digits of Brennan's account. In this way, Kraka immediately got access to his email address. Now the CIA director's personal email account was with Kraka. He shared the PIN with John Brennan. As soon as this news leaked, there was an uproar in the whole world. People were angry that their data was being used without their permission, and their every move was being monitored. As a reaction to this, DIL and Kraka got in touch with each other. Both decided to teach a lesson to the American government and the CIA. They wanted to make the CIA realize how it feels when people's personal information is leaked. Kraka and Kraka had the same motive. Kraka wanted to take revenge from the US for destroying the privacy of its people, while Kraka wanted to take revenge for the attacks on Gaz. That is, the enemy of both was the American government. First of all, they made public the phone number of James Clapper, the director of the American National Intelligence Agency. And anyone could get his phone number just by typing. Now he wanted to hack another high-profile person, and he took the mission of hacking CIA Director John Brennan. Brennan's private email was open, which contained all the important and top-secret documents, data of other CIA officers, their social security numbers, and instructions received from the government. By then, Brennan also came to know that his email account had been hacked, and he immediately closed his account, but it was too late because Crack had downloaded all this data to himself. Crack started publishing all the official documents one by one, which created a furor in the whole of America. CIA was being defamed all over the world. Now it had become a compulsion for them to catch the hackers. They wanted to catch them as soon as possible at any cost, but they could not get any clue. A few days after calling John Brennan, Crack shared the personal information of 9,000 agents of the Department of Justice and 20,000 agents of the FBI on social media. Later, Crack was living his life comfortably. He thought that it was impossible to catch him. But on the other hand, Default, who was a resident of USA, started getting worried. He was afraid that if he got caught, he would be disgraced. He would have never been caught if Default had not made this mistake. He told his friend in a drunken state that he was behind hacking the CIA. This mistake led to the arrest of both Default and Kraka. After a few days, the FBI raided Default's room and dragged him away. During interrogation, Kraka's name also came up and he was arrested with the help of British police. Kraka's real name is Ken Gamble, while Default's name is Justin Gray Lieberman. Due to his young age, Kraka was sentenced to 2 years of imprisonment, while Default, who was not directly involved in the hacking of the CIA, was sentenced to 5 years. It is heard that both of them are free from jail today and are pursuing their career in cybersecurity. What do you think? Did both of them do right or wrong? Do tell me in the comments. I hope you will like and share this video. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next great video.